My husband, 33M, has 2 daughters, 9 and 8, from a previous marriage. He shares custody of them with his ex-wife Mina, 33F. They divorced 7 years ago. I met him 5 years ago and we're almost 2 years married now. This is my, 30F, first biological child. Things are tense between us and Mina. I mostly stay out of discussions between them because she does not like it, and ultimately, the girls don't need more tension between their 2 homes for the sake of me showing up. That doesn't mean I don't discuss things with my husband or that I'm uninvolved. But when it comes to communicating with their mom, I don't insist that my voice be heard equally like the 2 bio and legal parents. My husband would like me to be an equal part of it. But tension is significantly less since I made the decision not to sit in on these discussions, which I would only go to support my husband, but even that was something Mina disliked. I bring this up because this is being taken into consideration on this point. A few weeks before I found out I was pregnant, the girls told my husband Mina was pregnant. Mina is single, for anyone who asks, and is pregnant via a donor. They were really excited. When we told them we were expecting, they weren't excited. They see their mom having a baby as different than me having a baby with their dad. We get along, so this was a surprise. But they don't see me as a parent, so them the baby isn't a sibling. While their mom's baby has just their mom, so they're real siblings. This is something being addressed via therapy and my husband and I talking to them. Now onto the gifts. Mina bought the girls roughly $500 worth of gifts each that they'll get from the baby when she's born. My husband wanted us to do this too, and he told me we need to match it, at least because they already prefer their sister from mom and still don't see their brother from us as a real sibling. Neither baby is born yet, BTW. I told him I didn't think we should spend a lot on gifts like that. My husband said he's worried it's just another negative for our son if we don't. My husband's parents found out through Mina about the gifts and they told us we better do better than that. I told them it was an insane amount of money to spend for this. They accused me of not caring about the girls and not valuing a good relationship or a good sibling relationship between them and my son. They think it's unreasonable to not want to spend a lot of money in these circumstances. Comment 1. NTA I couldn't help but laugh at the idea of a newborn coming out and clutching a gift for their siblings. Unless it's a gift certificate, I'd hope for a C-section. Even then, talk about the worst paper cut of your life. Apologies if I went a bit far. I was just hoping to make you chuckle when I know you're under a lot of stress. If you engage in this competition with Mina, it won't stop here. I have no doubt it'll escalate. Rise above and don't play this game. You're doing the right thing by going to family therapy. I really hope it makes a difference. Comment 2. NTA. At that age, they know the gifts aren't really from the baby, which makes the whole idea unnecessary. This sets a bad precedent, making them think they need to be appeased for his existence. It feels like another social media trend where parents are expected to buy gifts for siblings when a new baby arrives. So I've, M39, been seeing this woman, F41, for almost 4 months. It's semi-casual, I want her to be my girlfriend, but she's not ready to commit. Even so, we spend a lot of time together, and I thoroughly enjoy her company. But she's constantly hitting me up for money. It started when she lost her job as a dental assistant. She asked me for $600 to help tide her over. Then, the next week, she needed another $400, then another $500. She has 2 kids who live with her and a third in college, so I could understand why she was struggling. Fortunately, she found a new job quickly, one that counted as a promotion for her. But the pattern of asking me for money every week persisted while she waited for her job training to start and then while she waited for her first paycheck. On top of that, she's had me paying for everything on dates, buying her gifts, buying her kids gifts, paying for her kids' birthday parties, and paying to have food delivered to her kids every time we hang out. When she got her first paycheck, I told her that while I didn't mind paying for dates or buying gifts occasionally, I couldn't keep giving her money. She accepted the rejection politely, and I thought we'd be good. But when her next paycheck comes in, She tells me she's giving it to her sister so her sister can buy a house. 2 days later, she's telling me she needs money because her account is overdrawn. This time, I declined to help her. I understand she has kids to worry about, but her constant requests make me feel like she's taking advantage of me, and I told her as much. However, she says this is normal and that she expects a man to provide for her. Personally, I can't justify spending this much on someone who's not willing to be my girlfriend, but she insists that all her relationships with men have been like this, whether they're friends, boyfriends, or husbands. Admittedly, I have very little dating experience, so it's hard for me to say what's typical, but I feel like it's a bit much to expect me to provide for her entire family when we aren't in a committed relationship. From her perspective, though, she's hurt that I see her as exploitative and thinks I'm being cheap. Comment 1, NTA. Dude, you're not a boyfriend, you're a John. I hope you're at least getting laid for taking on the privilege of supporting this woman and her entire extended family, but I'm afraid we'll learn that you're not. Comment 2. NTA. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but she's using you for your money. I wouldn't be surprised if you're not the only one she's stringing along. She gave her whole paycheck to her sister and then expects you to fund her and her kids? Get out now.